Hello everyone, and welcome to this Trade of the Week presentation of the right way to trade inside day patterns. Welcome, my name is Stephen Primo. I am the president and founder of Specialist Trading. And Specialist Trading is first and foremost an educational company where our goal is to teach traders how to trade. We feel that too many traders are non-consistent today, and it's basically because they're relying on outside sources and not sound fundamental education in order to help them make their own decisions. So that's what we do. We take the 37 years of experience I've had in my own trading career, and then we teach and mentor all of our students. Now, I have a great presentation today teaching you a great technique on how to trade inside day bars with the help of one of our proprietary tools only available at Specialist Trading. But before we begin, as always, I ask that you please take a moment to view our disclaimer. I'm going to show you a lot of performance results on how to trade with this technique, but please remember that we can in no way guarantee that any of the results I'm about to share with you will be repeated in the future. Okay, so why don't we begin this Trade of the Week presentation, and let's first start off with a brief recap of what an inside day pattern is. It's basically a two-bar pattern. Now, inside days are days where the chart bar has a lower high and a higher low than that of the previous day. So what does this exactly look like? Well, we're looking at a bar situation such as this. Now, this is what you're looking for, two specific bars inside of this pattern. That's why it's called a two-day bar pattern or an inside day bar pattern. And please remember that these can either be 5-minute charts, they can be weekly, monthly, or daily bar charts. So with bar number 1, you're seeing the range established from top to bottom as we have here with these horizontal dashed lines. And then bar number 2 has a lower high and a higher low. So as you can see, we are inside the range of the previous day. Now actually, if we want to, we could actually be equal to or inside the day of the previous range, but this is just the goal of what we're looking for. This is just the ideal situation of an inside day bar. Now, in order to trade this specific pattern, what you first need, since this is a continuation type of trade, you need to see that the trend has already been established. Then you want to wait for this inside day pattern. Remember, it does not matter if you're looking at a daily bar or a 5-minute time frame. And then usually what will happen, if you have a nice trend in place, the bar will continue in the direction of the trend. In other words, the breakout bar out of this pattern. So this is the beauty of this. The only problem is that most traders have trouble discerning what the trend is. There are 1,000,001 ways to find out what the trend is, and so this pattern really won't work if you're not in sync with the trend. At Specialist Trading, we have a proprietary tool that really helps us, powerfully helps us, get in sync with the short-term trend. That's our PET-D tool, or the Primo Early Trend Detector. Now what it is it's a proprietary color bar algorithm. So what you're looking for is for the bars to be colored either green or red. If you have a series of green bars, it's telling you that the short-term trend is up, as we see in this example. A series of red bars is simply telling you that the short-term trend is down. So this is a perfect way in which to find the trend and then to implement that inside day pattern. So here's what we're looking for. For a buy setup, we want to look for both bars of an inside day pattern to be colored green. So what we saw before now should look like this. This is all we need to tell us that we have a perfect setup to go long after we see this pattern set up. And for a sell pattern, we want to look for both bars of an inside day pattern to be colored red. So now we know we have the confidence of knowing, since the colors are red, that the trend is down, and we have the confidence of knowing that we have a continuation pattern in the inside day, so we can go short. All right, so let's look at some examples, some current examples using stocks first and ETFs. We see here with SNDK, we were in a well-established uptrend using daily bars. Why? Because the PET-D colored all of the bars green. And then all we had to simply do was look for that inside day pattern in the last couple of months. And look at all the chances you could have had to go long using this simple inside day pattern with the justification that the trend was going to continue to go higher because all the bars were green. Now this works as well on ETFs. Here's the ETF of silver, SLV. Obviously we've been going lower. The bars were colored red prior to the large sell-off in silver. Once we know that the bars are red, all we have to do is look for those inside day patterns to go short. It's that simple. How about the E-mini? Well, we can go to a smaller time frame. It just doesn't work on daily bars since we're titled inside day bars. We can use it on 60-minute charts or hourly bars. the trend is obviously up. The PET D is colored all the bars green, so we just look for inside day patterns here. We can also go down to tick bar charts where you'll see a lot more examples of this since you have a lot more chances because of the smaller time frame. Here's a 2500 tick bar chart, and look at all the chances you had to go long and then to go short as well once the trend changed lower with the bars turning red. And then lastly, you can also apply this to the Forex market. So it doesn't matter what market you trade, it doesn't matter what time frame or what direction. As we look here in this current example of the British pound, obviously the British pound has been going lower. The PET D spotted that weeks before we were into this large sell-off in the British pound by coloring all of the bars red. Once we were red, all you have to do is look for the 2-bar setup, the inside day setup, where both bars are red to go short. So you think this could have helped you this past month using this technique. In fact, this actually could have helped you today. Let's look at an example that happened in the E-mini on a 10-minute time frame using the overnight charts coming into today. As we see here, we've been heading lower on the E-mini in the first hour of trading, coming in from roughly 5:30 Pacific time, an hour before the opening, into the first hour of trading. All of the bars were colored red, so you know that we're in a well-established downtrend on a 10-minute time frame. Now, since the bars are red, all you have to do is look for 2 bars that are colored red that have an inside day pattern, such as right here. And as we see, this was roughly established just about 10 minutes before the regular session opening. So you could have gotten short before at roughly 19.99, and in the first hour of trading made a good 6 or 7 points. Hardly any risk, and just staying short until you went to your objective, your target objective. So let's recap. This is a simple trading technique using our proprietary tool, the PET D, that pinpoints quick momentum moves in any direction, as you just saw, in any time frame, and I might add in any market. Now, I know what a lot of you may be saying was like, well, Steve, you know, I know what an inside bar looks like. I really don't need this PET D because all I have to do is find the trend and then I'll just be in sync with the trend. Let's look at this older example in CRM. Now, obviously, looking at this, you would have said off-site, well, you're in a downtrend, so I'm obviously just going to look for inside day bars and then go short. Well, you had an example right here. Here's an inside day pattern, 2-bar pattern. So right off the bat, you would have said, well, I'm going to sell this, and look what would have happened. Now, this is why we really feel the PET D is such a powerful tool and how it will help you. Because in order to take this trade with the PET D, both bars should have been colored red. If we apply the PET D, we see that only 1 bar was red and then the following bar was green, so you would not have taken this signal. It would have been much better simply to apply the PET D, wait for the buy signal to happen a week later, and then taken that. You would have bypassed a losing signal altogether and then taken the profitable buy setup. Now, for any information regarding the PET D or any other of our strategies, tips, or techniques that we have and mentor all of our students at Specialist Trading, here's the information where you can contact us at our sister site, which is Pro Trader Strategies. They market and promote all of my individual strategies and all of my different techniques. You can contact any one of their trading consultants at trading@protraderstrategies.com. Simply email them or call them directly at area code 310-598-6677. This concludes our Trade of the Week video. Thank you so much for attending. Please take one last look at our disclaimer before we end this presentation. I want to thank you all for joining us on these weekly videos. I hope you learned something, and I look forward to all of you becoming members of Specialist Trading. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.